Hey Tugboats, it's Shiipty, and welcome back to the channel for another part of my Sims 4 series, Werewolves. Hey Tugboats, it's Shiipty, and welcome back to the channel for another part of the Werewolves LP that we're doing here on the channel. I just wanted to start off this video by saying thank you guys so much for the wonderful compliments you guys left. It was so sweet, and I've never received that many compliments in regards to my storytelling on any video or on this channel in general. So thank you guys so much. It means so much to me to hear that because I actually feel like I'm doing something right over here. Miss Sage is coming out here to wake up Draven because she heard him sleeping from, inside the house. She could hear it because there's no glass on these windows at all. So she's like, this guy's supposed to be up and he's supposed to be helping us around the house. I'm gonna wake him up. Now, I think that he's supposed to get angry during the day, like if he's not sleeping. So hopefully he'll be okay when she wakes him up. He does look a little like irritated, but he could look way worse. I don't think he looks too mad. I say that and he looks like Mr. Grumpy Gills, like, why did you just come in here and wake me up? But hopefully he won't be too angry at us, Draven's like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I don't know how to deal with these people. Like, what am I gonna do? But he's gonna try to be positive, and she's like, hey, I'll meet you inside the house. We can definitely work on taking out some of these scratches on the wall and everything. My sister's sleeping, so please don't wake her up. Let's try to be as quiet as possible. So Draven's like, okay, I just need a cup of coffee first. Just, let me get some coffee in me, and I think I can actually make it through and help you out because he is exhausted. Draven is a night owl or a night wolf, whichever one you want to say. He likes to be up during the night and exploring. So he did a lot of exploring and reading last night, and he's just really tired. But our mission today is to kind of work on the cracks on the floor and the paintings on the wall. Anything that just looks terrible, we're going to take it down. And it looks like Miss Ivy actually woke up on her own. So we didn't wake her up or anything. But Draven's like, okay, I'll help you with the walls. And Ivy's just going to clean up and go see what they're talking about in the kitchen. But yes, as I said, on the agenda today, we are going to fix up the house a little bit. And then we're also going to have a full moon this episode, guys. I'm so excited because I haven't experienced any of that yet. So it's going to be, where's he going? I swear, if he goes back to his little his little shack, I'm just gonna cry. But we're gonna have a full moon tonight, so this is gonna be my first time experiencing this, and I haven't seen any gameplay on this at all. I've been kind of weary and tiptoeing on my friends' LPs because I want to experience this all by myself before seeing somebody else do it. He sure did. He came out here and he wants to have his own coffee. He's like, I really need this right now. Look at him. He cannot. He cannot keep himself together. He's like, let me just drink this coffee. I should feel better. It doesn't taste very good, does it, Draven? So yeah, we're going to experience that full moon today. And I'm so excited, guys, because like I said, I have no idea what to expect. With Draven and his aspiration, we should be entering the next phase of it. He just has to experience the full moon. We read the books. We also leveled up to a run, and we are a werewolf. So yes, there's that. But guys, before we get into too much, I wanted to kind of share comment of the day with you guys. Not kind of, I wanted to share it with you guys. So the comment of the day comes from this user here, and they said, I really enjoyed this first episode. I'm not someone particularly attracted to the occult in The Sims, but I really enjoy the story, and I'm curious to see the rest to see how they evolve. You are talented. Thank you. And smiley face. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. I'm not particularly attracted to occult Sims either. I always try, and I force myself to do it, and I originally hated vampires, and I just could not get down with them, so it was a bust. It was a bust with spellcasters. Not that they weren't good, I just am not a Sims player like that. I'm definitely more family based, so I'm not usually attracted to them. But yeah, I'm attracted to this family, and I like them so much, and I'm glad you enjoy them too. And thank you for the wonderful words and compliments. I just appreciate it so much. But it looks like these two are kind of setting up a deal. He's like, hey, I'll tackle downstairs if you tackle upstairs. I'll take out the trash and clean it up a little bit. You just worry about the upstairs and leave the downstairs to me. And she's like, sounds good to me, man. Like, you do what you want. And he's just over here like, I don't know who made this coffee, but this coffee is terrible. Let me check the quality of it. Oh, it's poor. It was made by Draven. I thought it was made by somebody else. Draven made that coffee. So guys, we are gonna have these two get started on the downstairs, and I will check in with you guys shortly. Draven is just now finishing up in the house. He kind of buffed out all the scratches he could on the floor. I felt like we could tackle the walls on a different day. He's just now taking out the trash and everything, and all all he can think about is his bed. Draven is so exhausted. He's hoping, like, if he sneaks away while he's taking out the trash, they won't see him and he can get some more rest really quickly. It is already 4 o'clock in the afternoon, or 5 now rather, so I think that, you know, he should be safe to take a nap. I don't think that Ivy and Sage would be too hard on him, but I just wanted to put the walls up for you guys really quickly so you could see what we had gotten done. So there are like these little patches in the wall still, but Draven and Sage took out all the pictures that were kind of scratched up and everything because they're trying to bring this house back to life. They definitely want to give it like their own touch. I love the rustic feel just as much as a lot of other people, but I wanted to feel more updated. I wouldn't say modern because I don't think that these Sims particularly like the modern style, but definitely just to make it look less beat up. So Ivy handled the upstairs. As you can see, we took down some pictures. We still have like some funkiness on the wall that we have to get out, so I think we'll do that on another day, but I just wanted this to be a super realistic process for all of us. So yeah, we'll probably do the walls another time, but we did take care of, you know, the little things like here. We need to definitely tackle that eventually, but we'll get to it in time. So yeah, but Draven's gonna catch him some sleep and the sisters are just talking right now, but I figured we could go out with Ivy, guys. You know, we haven't really spent a lot of time with her and I want her to get out and take some pictures today. So she's feeling very energized after her nap. She wants to get a snack, so I'll let her grab her snack and then we can pack up our camera. Or you know what? Let's not eat here. I always like to take chance and opportunity to eat at that bar across the street. So let's put this all up and go eat at the bar. I'm sorry, Ivy. She's like, oh my God, I wanted my breakfast scramble. But it's okay. We're going to go across the way and see who's at the bar today. Ivy just got to the bar and it looks like Celine is working again. Guys, I thought about giving these Sims all makeovers, but I don't know. I feel like I can't touch how adorable Celine is. She's so precious, but maybe I will. Maybe it's just like a skin detail or something. But since Celine's here, maybe we can talk to her a little bit because I feel like I didn't talk to her very much. So let's see, what should I do? Does she have to friendly introduce herself first? Yes, she does. So we'll do a friendly introduction and just be like, hi, my name is Ivy. I just moved in across the way. My uncle used to own the house over there. Now me and my sister are living there. And she's like, oh, that's pretty cool. And she's like, I see you have a scratch on your face as well. Like, you know, what's that about? Do you mind telling me? Like, I'm sorry if I'm intruding. I'm just really curious because my scar came from a past experience. And Ivy's like, well, I was attacked in the city when I lived there with my sister and it was an accident, I guess. I don't really know what it was actually, but yeah, I was attacked in the city and they never really caught the person who did it to me, so it's kind of touchy, but I don't mind talking about it. And Celine's like, oh, well, that's kind of crazy, you know? So is that why you moved out here to Moonwood Mill? Because it's so quiet? And Ivy's like, yeah, it's a little bit more quiet than the city. And it seems like there's not many people living here. So I kind of like that. So yeah, she's talking about moving. I love that. Now let's go ahead and ask her about Moonwood Mill. Like, so since I moved here, do you have any advice about the town? Like what's so special about living here? And she's like, Grimtooth Bar stocks a lot of meat. You can imagine why. And Ivy's like, no, why do you guys stock so much meat? Because, you know, we know that werewolves live here, but as I said in the beginning, like, Ivy has no idea. So maybe we can ask her again, ask her about Moonwood Mill and just be like, well, what do you mean? Like, why would you stock so much meat? I've never been to a bar that's had so much meat at it before. She said, my favorite book genre is romance and my favorite books are always about werewolves. So obviously my two favorite books are The Wolf Next Door and Pax and Prejudice. Okay, and between you and me, I've met the author. No way. Ivy's like, oh my gosh, so this woman is like really about some werewolves. And she's already thinking to herself, like her mind is going, she's like, this woman believes in werewolves? Like, that's kind of strange, isn't it? Is that why she stalks the bar? Because she hopes to maybe run into a werewolf one day? Ivy just thinks this is fun and games and it's hilarious, but little does she know she's actually living with one. Now, like I said in the last episode, I don't think Ivy and Sage would be mad at Draven. They would more so be like, why didn't you tell us? You could have told us and everything. So yeah, I think that she just would be kind of confused. Now, I did say that we were going to get a picture while we were out here, so I'm going to get Ivy to take a picture, and then we're going to run home, and we're going to explore with Draven, because Draven is supposed to see a full moon tonight, so I'm so excited to see how that happens. Now, Draven is aware that there's a full moon that's going to be occurring, so I think he's going to try to distance himself, because he doesn't really know what to expect as a werewolf during the full moon, because he's a relatively new werewolf, so Oh my gosh, look at this. Does this change when it's a full moon? Oh my God, it does. We have to get a picture of this. I don't know what this is exactly. It kind of looks like a compass, but I think this would be a perfect photo. So let's go ahead and take a photo of this. I don't know how good this will come out, but hopefully it'll come out okay. I think I'm standing in the right spot. So if not, okay. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at that. That is so cool. And we can hang this up in the house. I feel like Ivy is working on getting portraits for the house. Like, that's her thing. But maybe also I want to get a picture of just like this because it looks very mystic. Ooh, yes, we can hang that up. And then, oh my gosh, the sign looks kind of bland, but we did get a good shot. Let's see if there's anything else. I could shoot this as well. I love the vibes here. If you guys don't have this pack and aren't exploring, oh my gosh. Or if you have the pack and you're not exploring this world, why aren't you? It's so beautiful. Draven is on his way out the door when he realizes that he's just passed Ivy. And Ivy's like, oh, hey, Draven, where are you going? And how was your day? Draven's like, oh, it was good. I feel like he smiles from ear to ear every single time he sees her. But he's like, oh, you know, it was nothing. Just kind of helped around the house, you know, got the scratches out of the floor. And I'm just going to go out on a walk and everything. And she's like, by yourself this late at night? Isn't that kind of dangerous? Like, you should be careful. There's so many things that could happen at night. Of course, Ivy, with her past experience, she's like, you know, I was attacked at night. I don't think that it's a good idea that you explore out here on your own. Like, maybe I can come with you. And Draven's like, oh no, please. Like, look at him. He's putting his hands together. He's like, please, I'm begging you. Just stay here. You don't have to come out with me. And Ivy's like, I insist though. Like, I need to take some pictures for my portfolio. So can I please just join you on your little activity? You know, I don't want to be in the house either. I kind of get bored of staying in there with my sister. So it would mean a lot if I could come with you. Oh no, Draven just got angry for some reason. It says call of the moon, ruh-roh. Draven can feel the pull of the full moon. Ow, that's so cringe. But he is starting to feel a little anxious and he's like, no, I really don't think it's in your best interest to come with me, Ivy. Please stay here. He can just feel like the clenching of his teeth and he's like, no, 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 you probably shouldn't come with me. And she's singing. She's like, oh, can't hear you, can't hear you. So I feel like Draven would sneak off, but Ivy would probably follow behind him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add her to the group and it's just going to be her and Draven. Now we're going to pretend that Draven doesn't know that she's slowly creeping behind him, but he's going to go off on his own. I do want to explore the porta potty thing today eventually. So we'll have to do that, guys. But I think I want to explore another section over here somewhere. I just haven't really like dipped my toes into everything. So maybe we can come over here and we can creep in this little tunnel thing. So Draven is going to take off running and he's like, Ivy, just please stay here. And Ivy just refuses to listen. He's like, Ivy, I said, stop following me. Like, you just stay here. And Ivy's like, oh, why is he being so secretive? She kind of feels bad because she's like, is there something wrong with me? Like, why wouldn't he let me come with him? Now, like I said, Ivy, whoa, my God, that scared me, y'all. What is this? Is that Greg? Oh my God, it's Greg. Greg actually is very terrifying. Oh my God. Greg scared me. I was like, what is that running on all fours? Of course I knew it was a werewolf, but I didn't know it was Greg. Ivy, it's in your best interest to either decide to go with Draven now or for you to just stay with your sister. Guys, I started running and I realized Greg is running with an umbrella on all fours. Look at this. What? So Ivy started to get creeped out a little bit by the howls and the night. So she is running after Draven. Now, as y'all remember at the bar, Selena was telling her all these crazy stories about werewolves and things. So she's a little scared and she's going to come over here and not even know that Draven is basically turned into a werewolf and she's going to walk up on this wolf right here. Oh my gosh, no. Ivy, oh my gosh, oh no. She got the bad moodlet from it. They haven't even gotten a serious relationship yet, guys, and she's already feeling like, oh no. She's terrified. She's like, oh my God, a werewolf. Are you serious? She's like, Celine, was not lying at the bar. It says a werewolf has lost control and is on the loose. Oh no. And then enraged, he's on a rampage. He's also got the call of the moon, and he's still furious. Just the sight of someone can fill a sim with rage. Draven's fury surges back to the surface when he is around a sim who has done him wrong. Oh, was that because he ran by Greg? It has to be. Oh my god, Ivy, please just go the other way, honey. Please don't run towards him. She's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. She's like, where's Draven? I'm so scared. She's more so worried because Draven is like running around here, but there's so many werewolves just like running around. She's like, I think I need to go home. I have no idea what's going on. Like, what is happening here? I've never seen a werewolf in my life before. And she's just lost for words. Now let's go catch up with Draven. What's he doing? Oh, he went home. Oh god. Oh god. Look at Sage. Sage is like, oh no, where's my sister? She was reading a werewolf book. She's like, no. Sage is like, Ivy, where are you? Ivy's like, I'm coming, sis. Did you see that werewolf? And Sage is like, yeah, I'm about to. I don't know what she's gonna do, but she might kill it. Don't do it, Ivy. Sage, don't do it. Oh my gosh, Ivy, go in there and check on your sister. Oh no, she's still terrified and she's in the fridge. I don't know. Maybe she would try to control him a little bit. Oh, he can snarl at her. Yes, snarl. He's tearing up the furniture. Ivy's like, I just gotta clean up real quick. Not her running around the house frantic with dishes. Like, and I feel like she's a little bit happy. She's looking at her sister like, why did you just come in here? She's a little happy because she loves werewolves, but at the same time, she's like, oh my god. Now, can the Sims act more realistic and just leave? I feel like Ivy is going to run in here and try to hide herself away because she's not trying to be around this werewolf, but I mean, Draven, they don't know this is Draven. Draven's going to snarl at her and be like, I don't even know what he would say, honestly, but she cannot believe she is this close to a werewolf, y'all. Look at her. She's just so shocked. And I feel like Draven's almost trying to tell them to get away. He's like, get away from me. Get away from me. But they don't hear it. Like, they don't know that this is him. Is this affecting their relationship, by the way? I think it is a little bit. I kind of wish it didn't because she doesn't know this is him. So why would it affect them? Oh my gosh, guys. Draven has just attacked Sage on the porch and Ivy's right there. I don't even know how this is going to go. Like, oh no. But she's like, ow, did he just bite me? And part of Sage is like, I've seen this in movies, but I have no idea what to expect right now. And a part of her is like, why does this werewolf kind of smell like Draven? She's so scared and she just got bit. Like, she doesn't know what to think at all. Her sister just ran inside and she's just uncomfortable too. But we should probably go upstairs and go to bed. Yes, run upstairs and go sleep with your sister in the bed. They're just scared. They're going to lock the door and make sure nobody comes in here at all. So I'm going to lock both sisters in the room together and just make sure that we do not leave this room. They're terrified right now. So we're going to lock this for everyone. She's so uncomfortable, socially awkward. Oh my gosh, my poor baby. They're just going to sleep together in the bed because they're just petrified at this point. But I'm going to go ahead and turn off all the lights and let these girls get some sleep. Because this was the first time that Draven's ever bit anyone. He's never attacked anyone. And I think it's because, he ran into Sage and he was already filled with so much rage by seeing Greg and everything. He just couldn't help himself and he was so aggravated. He had no sleep today. So he just attacked her. But I think that he'll regret it, or I don't even know if he'll remember, to be honest. I don't think he would remember even turning her, or if she does turn. I have no idea what's going to happen to her, honestly. But he's coming over here to Greg's again. Are you serious? What is he coming? Zoomies. Oh, he has zoomies. I was like, he's coming to visit Greg again. Maybe he feels like he needs to reapproach the situation. I don't know. Or he has energy to where it was just a bad place for him at one point. But he is on a full-blown rampage right now. I'm just excited to see the next part of the aspiration, because I've never seen it. So Draven is attempting to regain control after transforming into a werewolf. I don't know if he's going to be able to successfully do it. It actually looks like He did not. So he's still stuck in his werewolf form. I think that this has something to do with the full moon. But as I said earlier, the girls are locked up in the bedroom upstairs. They're scared. They're terrified. And Ivy is just like, what are we going to do? I don't know if I should take her to the doctor. I don't know if I should call someone on the phone. Like, she's not feeling herself. She's in the bathroom and she just looks miserable right now. And she's like, sis, do you want me to call somebody? And she's like, no. It's going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. Like, maybe it's just one of those things that just has to phase out on its own. And Ivy's like, no, sis, I think that I need to call somebody, anybody, even if we call our uncle, like maybe we can get some help over here or something, because you can't be like this. And poor Draven, he has no idea that he just bit like his roommate and that he scared everyone in the house. But he, like I said, he has no control over this. He's tried to regain control and he can't. So I'm just going to let him keep howling. The girls can still hear him howling outside, so they know that they should not go outside because the werewolf is still out there. So they're just going to stay in the house for the remainder of the night. And hopefully Draven can get control over himself, because guys, this is insane. So guys, this is going to sound super dramatic, but I had to delete the bed because it was in the way. But Sage almost died. She passed out from starvation, which I think has to lead into the fact that she was bitten by a werewolf and she's possibly going through the change, like the transformation. So she was bitten, and poor Ivy has never seen death, aka the Grim Reaper. And she sat here and she begged him. She was like, please don't take my sister. My sister is all I have left. Like, please just let her come back to me. I can't do this. And it seemed as though he did accept her plea. So Ivy has been able to save her sister Sage from death. So Sage is coming back now, guys, and this is just so crazy to me. Like, how much can happen in one episode? Like, what is this? What did I do? What kind of dramatic? I mean, I am a dramatic Sims storyteller, so it does make sense, but it's still just very, very intense, y'all. But she is okay. She is back now, and Ivy is just happy to have her sister. She cannot believe, like, the night that these two have had, and we are going to give her a heartfelt compliment. And I think she's also going to hug her sister because she just missed her so much. She's like, I thought I lost you. I was very scared. I can't do this on my own. Please don't ever do that ever again. We're going to unlock the door because they haven't heard the werewolf all night. So she's going to hug her and just be like, I'm so glad you're okay, sis. Like, I really did think I was gonna lose you for a minute there. Like, don't scare me like that again. But she's been bitten, and like I said, her sister has no idea. She just thinks that she's been acting really, really strange lately. But her sister's safe now, and we can move on with the day. But I do have to get their bed back. I truly cannot remember if this is the same exact bed or not, but it does match the furniture, so I think we're good to go. But we're gonna go ahead and go downstairs and get something to eat. Now, Draven heard all the commotion. He's like, what's going on? Like, why are the girls freaking out? And he's gonna see Grim. Watch out, Sage is transforming. Oh my god, right now? That was so fast. Is she okay? Oh my gosh, she nearly died and now she's transforming. What is she gonna look like? Oh, she looks kind of cool. Guys, I really like Sage. Look at her. I love her werewolf form. Oh my god. Even the Grim Reaper is gonna be like, what? You were a werewolf? Like, oh my god, what is this? I don't even know what to do. Even her sister's like, I was gonna come down here and make breakfast. Like, what? Everybody, oh, she's terrified again. She's like, oh no, my house is filled with madness. Now guys, I'm sorry if the storytelling is all over the place. This is just a lot for one episode, y'all. A lot. Oh no, don't bucket your sister like that. She's like, oh my god, are you serious? Like, hey, Sage, it's me, Ivy. Like, snap out of it. What happened? And of course, Ivy is putting 1 and 2 together. She's like, my sister must have been bitten last night. This is so crazy. And before I wrap up this episode, guys, I also wanted to show you all what it looks like when you do get the next step of the aspiration. So it says aspiration completed. Draven has successfully unleashed his inner beast and it has basked in the moonlight. The time has come to decide whether he wants to join a pack, carve his own path as a lone werewolf, or return to the life as a normal sim. So it says being a werewolf gets easier by day, the sim has a new temperament that affects how he navigates the world and what causes fury to bubble over. Be sure to check out the new abilities too. Now, Draven Underwood has made it through the full moon. What a harrowing experience. Hopefully he learned a thing or two about being a werewolf. Draven has had enough of his life as a werewolf and has decided to seek a cure. And then you're kind of caught up to speed with everything that's happened. But in his little aspiration now, it says, harvest moon petal, collect wolf's bane, craft a wolf be gone, and then drink the cure. So that's pretty easy, and you know, I like that. I don't think that Ivy would want to become a werewolf, so we're gonna leave her as a human. But Sage, on the other hand, I think Sage might actually love to stay a werewolf, so we might have to get her into a pack. I think that Sage would fit perfectly within the gardening, like the kind of the peacekeeper werewolves, because she's into gardening on her own free time, so I think she would be a peacekeeper. And even though she has like that bad exterior look to her, I don't think she would join the other pack. I forget their names, I'm so sorry, but I don't think she joined the pack with the other sims. I think it's Rory and all of them, so she would definitely fit in with like the peacekeeping ones. But guys, I am going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. As I said, there's a lot that happened in here, so I need to like debunk my brain and figure out where I'm going after this. But thank y'all so much for sticking around. If you did, I hope you liked this video. Like it if you enjoyed, comment down below and let me know what you think about this episode. Thank you guys so much. If you have any frequently asked questions, I typically put them in the description, like hairs and reshades and save files and everything. So if you have those questions, check the description first. If not, I will answer it in the comments. But thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye guys.